We have to talk about this study by VoteHub about athletes and their political registration. Listen, if you don't give a fuck about politics, maybe this isn't the video for you, scroll. But I do, so let's get into it. Now, the study isn't perfect because they did use voter data that is public from certain states. These are the states that they were able to use, so just keep that in mind. But this feels pretty accurate to me. The MLB, majority Republican. Duh. The demographics of the MLB go a long way to explain this because only 6% of the league is black, about 28% is Latino, but most of them are foreign born and uneligible to vote. So that really explains. These are the white players. The NHL said heated rivalry. Not wrong here, partner. The NHL players were so angry about the idea of wearing pride jerseys that they had to switch to pride tape instead, and still most of them are averse to supporting gay rights. So this tracks that they are the most Republican of all of the big four sports leagues. Only 5% Democrat. I mean, you can count the black players in the NHL on your hands. So this tracks. The WNBA, as if I needed to see this, it is very obvious. The 2.3% Republican are all members of the Indiana Fever. The NBA obviously is the most liberal of the men, with the league being majority black and black men typically being strong leaders in the Democratic Party, despite what everyone was saying during the last election. I know we had some scragglers, but typically the brothers, they lean more liberal. Now there's 10% Republicans in the NBA. This pretty much tracks, I feel like, when it comes to men. This looks like black men. One thing I love about the NBA is activism isn't as polarizing amongst NBA players. It seems like, if anything, it's encouraged and it's cool to have some sort of cause that you care about that's bigger than yourselves. And all the other leagues, it's like, I'm a man, sport. The findings that shock me the most are the NFL player partisanship and how they leaned mainly Democrat. I expected a lot more Republicans in the NFL, but they had the biggest demographic shift of any major sports league in the United States, going from 2/3 white players in 1960 to 2/3 black players in 2020. And so I think the league is just more diverse now, and you can see that in these findings. Not all NFL players fear activism like it's the plague, actually, which honestly, I wouldn't blame them after the way they treated Colin Kaepernick for kneeling during the national anthem. But you've got players like Aziz Al-Shahir painting "Stop Genocide" in favor of Palestine on his tape on his face and getting fined by it for the NFL. But it seems to be that more players are sprinkling in causes they care about. I'm curious to know which one you were the most shocked by in the comments, because I thought that this was a very interesting study. I'd like to see more stuff like this.